Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Today in History. Today is March 21st, 2022, and I hope you're all enjoying spring. It started yesterday, and it's pretty warm outside. And let's share some events that happened today on March 21st. All right, first off, in 2014, Russia annexes Crimea. President Vladimir Putin of Russia has formally completed the annexation of Crimea, signing into law bills passed by Parliament reclaiming the contested province from Ukraine. Hours earlier, the acting Prime Minister of Ukraine signed a political association agreement with the European Union, a pact bitterly opposed by Moscow. That's in Russia. As he cemented Russian control of Crimea, Mr. Putin declared a temporary ceasefire in a tit-for-tat battle of economic and political sanctions between Moscow and the West. The European and the United States have frozen assets and limited the travel of a number of close associates of Mr. Putin's for their part in Crimea's annexation. Also in 1806, Lewis and Clark chart the Wild West. The Lewis and Clark expedition that is charting the unexplored territory between the Mississippi River and the Pacific Ocean has turned homeward. The expedition, has proved there is no easy water route across the continent. Army captains Meriwether Lewis and William Clark started out from St. Louis almost 2 years ago. They traveled up the Mississippi as far as the Rocky Mountains, crossed over the Columbia River, and thence to the Pacific coast. The plan was to explore the newly acquired territories of Louisiana in a single year. Louisiana would eventually become the 18th state in 1812. But difficult navigation, hostile Indians, and other hardships caused delays. After a second winter in the wilderness by the Pacific shore, the party has split into two groups. One is exploring the Yellowstone River before the rendezvous at the Missouri River, from the home leg of their 8,000-mile journey. And Louisiana was at that point a territory. It eventually became the 18th state in 1812. Louisiana is nicknamed the Pelican State, and the capital is Baton Rouge. Also today in 1918, Germany's massive German attack at the Somme. Germany's field commander, General Erich Ludendorff, has launched a massive offensive on the Somme in a bid to break the Allied line before American reinforcements arrive. Crack German troops are advancing rapidly along a 60-mile front, and the Allies have already been forced back several miles. British troops are bearing the brunt of the attack, which is the Germans' first major breakthrough since the early days of the war. That's World War I we're talking about. Also today in 2005 was the Red Lake shootings. Red Lake is a high school in Minnesota. The shooting occurred in less than 10 minutes. And the perpetrator was a 16-year-old boy named Jeff Wise. And his reason for doing so was struggles with his family and depression, as well as bullying in school. Wise killed 9 people, and then killed himself. At the time it occurred, 2005, it was one of the deadliest shootings in North America. School shootings are a issue that have been dealt with for many years now, and it was a serious issue that came to attention in 1999 after the occurrence of one of the world's most shocking and unexpected events, the Columbine High School massacre in 1999. Also occurring on March 21st, 2005, was the death of actor Barney Martin, who died on that day at the age of 82. He was an actor, and he was known by many for his role as Morty Seinfeld, the father of Jerry Seinfeld on the famous NBC sitcom Seinfeld. And we have 4 birthdays today. The first birthday is Eddie Money, who would have turned 73 today. He was a rock and roll singer. He was born in 1949, and he died in 2019 at the age of 70. Another birthday we have today is Gary Oldman, who is 64 today, British actor who appeared in many great movies such as The Dark Knight, JFK, and a lot of other great movies. Then we have Matthew Broderick, who is 60 today. A lot of you might know him as the title character in the comedy movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He also starred in a couple of animated movies such as the DreamWorks, such as B-Movie, and also voiced the title character in The Tale of Despero. And the last birthday we have today is Rosie O'Donnell, who is also 60 today. The famous talk show host, one of the funniest talk show hosts. And that's it. Happy spring. Hope you have a good day. It's pretty warm here in Maryland. And that is it for Today in History. Please remember to like this video, share it with your friends, comment down below, and please subscribe. I'll see you next time.